Hi. I'm back. Hello. Wow, there's a lot of people in chat already. Hi, Monday, Marceline, Samu, Soft, Halcyon, Spides, Fabricio, D-Wob, Jester. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm feeling healthier. I'm doing okay. Hello, Kawaii. Oh yeah, this little thing was drawn by username Axo, AXO, in our Discord. And now it's on my tail. Heck is this on your tail? It's so cute. I want to make a plushie of this. There we go. Making sure it's attached to my tail. One day I'll fly you back with an offspring. Ooh, Richard Taylor just put Zilon in on his main account. Nice, nice, nice. Eyes that pierce through your soul. Hello, Yuna. Trying to greet everyone as they arrive. Hello, hello. Been a long day. I hear you, Koi. I'm sorry. Actual squirrel eyes. Hello, Timothy. Welcome back, everyone. Whoa, hello, eyes. My eyes are doing the funky thing again. Look at them. With an uneven blink. Anyways. No slip ER trip. Finally having food. Jeez Louise, Kawaii. Everyone hug Kawaii real quick in the chat, please. Sending good vibes your way. Whoa. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Okay. Oh, for your mom. Oh, geez, Louise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you'll be in all our thoughts, and we'll send more hugs and more good vibes your way. Don't know what's going on, but hope everything gets sorted out. Oh, shit, this one's copyrighted. Good enough time to stop the intro music anyway. I need to just take that one off of my playlist, off of my stream playlist. Okay. Last time I said we were gonna do the Chenyu Veil stuff. We are still intend to do that. But there's some stuff that I want to do first. Maybe just some like wandering, exploring, grabbing some chests or something. I don't know. But oh, sorry. But like only a little. I need to. Did I had stuff cooking. Iron mongas. Oh yeah, I did. Wow, a whole 4 of them. Don't run from me. Long sword in hand and a drink in the other. The fish lady? Oh yeah, I accidentally met her off stream because I thought that this teleport, I thought that this one, I think it was probably this teleport. I thought this was technically still in Liyue. I didn't realize it was in Chenyu Vale. I teleported there and it immediately took me to the fish lady underground or whatever. Speaking of fish lady, I'm having hot cocoa.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
That derailed my thought. What was I doing? Outside chasm. Yeah, I have a loop that I go on when I'm looking for iron ore and for crystal chunks, and white iron and like all of those kind of stuff. I like start here, and then there's deposits down here, right here. There's a crystal fly farm inside here, with Noctilucus Jade. There's some stuff over here where there's treasure hoarders standing on these hills and stuff. Inside here, there's here's how much I've been grinding and stuff, and how used to this map I'm getting. That I'm memorizing locations and resources and enemies. There's a Fatui agent in here with a little bit of stuff as well. Underneath these ruins, I can't remember which one of these ruins, but underneath these ruins somewhere, there's some. And then over here, you can teleport to this one, just fly over to here. There's some there as well. And then all of the things out, all of the boxes you can search outside of the chasm. And Storm Terror's Lair also is another one where there's plenty of stuff. I'll go to the places that I know, and then I'll ask the blacksmith for advice on where to find them to see where I haven't found any. And yeah, I do use the interactive map. I've been using the interactive map actually to track the chests that I've found and shrines of depth that I've found as well. And again, because the entire map is revealed and zoomed out in full, it starts over here where like you can see the desert and everything. And I hop in and then it immediately just wham, because I don't want to. I know there's a desert. That's all I want to know. Don't want to know anything else. So, and I could kind of gather with the I could kind of gather from some of the like art that there's a desert region from some of the release art. Not the release art, but like even some of the wish art and stuff. Sometimes hints at, maybe not the wish art, but anyways. Also 310 pulls. We're at 20 something pity also on standard, which I didn't know we were that high in pity. Yeah. So let's 3 pull on standard. Wow, a cool steal. Thrilling tales of dragon frickers. Why did I say that out loud? Come home. Or give me a constellation from Mona. Ravenbow, incredible. Okay. That's a question a lot. I have a the streamer thing has been the dragon figures. The streamer thing has been the removal of the brain mouth filter in the name of entertainment. and it's not a great one. Oh, also there's always ore right here and on Catching Island as well, which is what I've named this one because I had a stamp here for the longest time. Catching was over here, and then we did the rest of that quest, and then she was gone. Sad. Excuse me. Okay, I want to get the very best. I want to get up in
Time to go.
reputation with Mondstadt. So let's do some reputation quests for Mondstadt real quick. Even if only one, because I know these are very repetitive and to do on stream. Whoa, hello. Frames. Sweet flowers. I need tons of. I always need sweet flowers and flowers. I always need tons of sweet flowers and fowl because I switched from hash browns to sweet madames as my go-to healthcare. I'm not gonna jump this. I'm gonna just slow and steady it. But I'm back up to where how many heals I had in the NRE prior to the Senora fight. I had like 42 hash browns when I entered the Senora fight, and then when we did Shogun after, I burned through even more of them. Now I'm up to 307. Now I'm up to 37 sweet madames, so I feel much better about where we're standing in terms of heals. Is that Celestia? Wait, why does it look like that? No, that's the Skyward Nail. The Skyfrost Nail. I was like, why it look like that? Yeah, that's the Skyfrost Nail. It's directly over Dragonspine. That's Celestia. Super interesting, the spires and stuff. It almost seems to imply that when Ether and Lumen first came to this world, that they came to Celestia first, is what that almost seems to imply. Just the aesthetic of the world that the game starts in when we fight the quote unquote fight the Cube Lady. Bye. I'm leaning in that we ascend the world level soon. Like either this episode or next. Very soon we ascend the world level. Oh, no, I didn't even see you here. Not you.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Wind Strider.
Raiden's skill, especially for light enemies, pushes enemies back a lot. It throws them far. It's very often that I'm fighting something with that skill active, and I have to like sprint around them to like push them back towards their spawn points so they don't rubber band. Where are we going? What are we looking for? Oh, over there. Ooh, elemental damage seems to be much more effective against it. It's the flower. It's Flowey.
Get out of here. Gotcha.
Some of those were hydro slimes, weren't there?
Busted.
You were not part of this fight. Ah. Where are we going now? Over there. Fun fact, only recently remembered because of discussing stuff with people, Liyue teleport waypoints actually have the same layouts as some of the Liyue character constellations. Is it? Oh! Interesting. Huh. Kind of like the Great Pyramids of Giza line up almost perfectly with Orion's belt. Isn't that the thing? Or am I remembering that incorrectly?
Gotcha.
I found enough clues. Wow. Ruin Hunter, isn't it? Isn't it?
Time to go.
Time to go. Mondstadt 2. Oh. Oh, it's down with its bad self. Probably over here, right, in this clearing. Here it is. Hey. Come on, open wide. Open wide.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Everybody stand back.
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strider.
Oh, but I still got it off though. Okay. He's dead. Yeah, we need to ascend the world level. I don't know if I want to do it right now, but oh, I started reading. I'd read into the manga. I'd read into the manga and then stopped partway through, and forgot most of what. So I'm rereading the first few ones again. It hadn't occurred to me, and probably because I read it too early, even though all of this was pre-release stuff, wasn't it? But it hadn't occurred to me that the character at the very start of the first one is the first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa. It hadn't occurred to me the significance of who Vanessa was. Ooh, birds to murder. Birds to murder. Nope. Were there any Big Tree Monsters Memorial? Okay, seriously, Yellen.
One with nature.
Jeez. Were there any 5.0 changes that you actually weren't into? Speaking as veterans. Because I never had the electrohypostasis as the end of the ascension domains. I never had that. And I can imagine that'd be kind of weird and a little bit, you know, I wouldn't be into losing that if I'd been fighting it all this time for ascension and all of a sudden it's gone. Now we're gonna keep doing reputation quests and requests and bounties.
Finding someone to chat to would be better than just standing around.
I can chat with you, Lawrence,
Time to go.
but I won't. Oh, also, speaking of Kazuo, since he's on screen, I brought these two up to 6. I'm not going to level this one up anymore because it's pointless for what I use him for. Bennett's Burst also is level 6. I really ought to level this one up, although the only reason is because I use it frequently to build up his burst, and I would like it to do more damage, so it has some more utility to it, and it's not me just purely using it just for the elemental particles. Yeah, I think that's everyone else. Rain Cutter also is now at 6, and Sanctifying Ring is as high as it can go to. Oh, there's achievements locked behind failing bounties. Huh. Weird.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Link? That's a Zelda character. I am working on the script for a new video. You guys haven't seen any scripted videos of mine yet. What? But I'm working on a scripted video, which used to be kind of my jam on my other channels.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a down.
Is I would write scripts and then do like video essays. Everyone just wants to talk over me right now.
Nice to meet you.
I used to do scripted videos, and I'm working on a script for my mid-game review. Wow, that was a short rainstorm. For my mid-game review of this game. Because we finished 3 of 6 currently available countries, I know we're not anywhere close to halfway in terms of the game, in terms of the content. But I am working on a video essay styled review for mid-game review.
There is no escape.
I didn't mean to hit that. That's what he said. Anyways. Alright. Oh, also, there's 2 more dailies that need done. Let's get those knocked out so we can get some more keys. I'll do that one. I'm always more apt to do a commission where I have to kill something. Said every psychopath ever. Yeah, video essays are fun. They used to be my thing. I've done a lot of video essays. I would never pull this into the Conry channel, but I've done a lot of video essays researching law and politics and stuff like that, where I will actually read through the full 50 pages of a new bill that's coming out if it's a bill pertaining to something that I care about or something like that. So I've done a lot of video essays, and I love doing those. I love script writing and stuff. I love just writing. As I've mentioned, I write a lot of novels. But even not considering like novels and that kind of stuff, when I was in high school, I did a lot of essays for scholarships and stuff. I didn't get hardly any of them, but I really enjoyed doing them. I don't think it was the quality of my writing that
Busted.
why I didn't get those scholarships. I think it was genuinely the content that I wasn't well enough researched. That was also high school me though, you know. So. Oh, his burst's already built up, and I don't need it already because this thing's already dead. Commission complete. I will still do audiobooks for in-game books. I know I've only done one. Yeah, we'll do that one. I know I've only posted one, but there's one that's half edited and a handful of others that are recorded. So yeah, I wasn't expecting there to be what the fuck? Oh, whoops. I accidentally retracked. There we go. I wasn't expecting there to be such a want for those. So yeah, I would definitely. I've just been focusing so much on doing like writing my novels and stuff. But yeah, definitely. Asakura, I must. Huh? Who are you? I accepted your commission. Oh, you mean my request for a training partner? That's right, I posted that. I want someone to find my martial. I want to find someone as my martial arts training partner. So you're the one who accepted it? I don't think I've ever met you in the city before. It's the actual Shogun standing in front of him. Sorry, I don't mean to question your strength, but I'm not really sure what your martial arts skills are like. I've witnessed I've defeated dragons. Is that so? Actually, I'm more curious about where you found one of those. I've only heard of them before. Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty capable. Anyway, words don't prove anything. Let's put those words to the test with our own let's put the words to test with our own hands, then. Gladly. What do you want me to do? So, you ready? Bring it. Swords do not discriminate. Here I come. Canonically, I'm Ether, yeah. Canonically, in all of these, you're Ether. You wanted a training partner. This is legitimately that Raiden's story mission when that guy's like, yeah, I'll fight you for the honor of the Kujo name, and she bodies him without lifting a finger. You are indeed formidable. I have learned much. Sorry, I didn't control my strength back then. It's all right. I just need to catch my breath. But you're so powerful that I would have believed it even if you claimed to have defeated a giant dragon. Actually, I have defeated giant dragons. I believe you, of course. Whew, thank you for training with me. I will remember what I've learned. I've remembered what I've learned from this match. If you don't mind, please come and practice with me more often now. Having a strong warrior such as yourself as my training partner, I'm sure that I'll complete that deed soon. That deed? It's just a little wish I have on my mind. Thank you for your help. Please take these as payment. Now, I need to go back and take a break. Your moves were most mighty indeed. What do you mean by that? It's like Klee saying, like, I'm preparing something special for this festival, and it's an actual nuclear warhead that she's building in solitary confinement. You didn't even let him attack. He wanted a sparring partner. He needs to work on his dodges.
Ad Astra.
And his Chryslers. And I'm never going to stop making that dumbass joke anytime I say dodges. How many primos are we at now? Oh, 96. I just bought. In 3 days, we'll have built. We have quite a few of these built up. 3 days, Fagin. Also, I think it was Jester. I was wandering around. Idiots out wandering around. That's what Iowa stands for. It's a joke one of my sister's friends told me once. I was wandering around and Jester popped in my game and mentioned like that the other characters on this next banner is going to be Xingqiu and Jiangling, both of which who like, ooh, I would definitely take some constellations for them. Pulling for Raiden, and obviously it was because like we had a crap ton of crystals and stuff. But knowing that like in the process of pulling for a 5-star, there's a possibility to C6 a character. We did it with 2 of them. The announcement page. Oh, where's the announcement page? I never look at this kind of stuff. That's what, like, you guys always tell me this stuff that I could look up myself. Shinobu and Xingqiu, not Jiangling. But yeah, those would be very, very helpful. Don't make me seem foolish. Who did I say? Xingqiu and Jiangling. Red mark under the camera. Oh, that thing. Notices. Notice me, senpai. I don't know why I did that in a... Oh! And Hutao. And that. And this. He did butt. I've never looked at that, as you can tell. Ohio, over here, idiocy occurs. The best one of the best ones I heard was for Chevrolet, which was constantly having every vehicle recalled over lousy engineering techniques. It's like, that took some talent to come up with that one. I want to figure out how to get rid of this barrier. Do I have this quest? Oh, jeez, you scared the balls out of me. There's a guy to talk to? All right. Oh, I can't get over there. All right, keep your secrets. Balls. Yeah, 4, found on road dead, fixed or repaired daily, fucked over, rebuilt Dodge. I grew up in heavy Chevrolet country, and I drove two Rangers back to back, so I've heard those before. The bro to talk to. Is he on this island? I just wanted your wheat.
My lucky day.
It's my lucky day.
The wind knows me.
Let's light it up. I'm going in. Game's
No
up.
thanks.
Fun's over. Inazuma shines eternal.
Boop-a-da boop. Oh, that was a cool noise. Why was that so loud? Why is that so loud? Is on this island. Cool. You know, my 2002 Subaru is the only car I think I regret buying. Not that Subarus are bad, but the one I had was not a great example. It was fun for while I had it. It was fun for while I had it. Rise, my son. Working on some creepypastas for Spooky Squirathon. He turned into a pot. Naku jokes. Let me try my cabbage.
Cheap tricks.
Get out of here.
Cheap tricks, far from it.
Into the wind.
Waiting for them to finish their attack with like while Kazuha's in the air is very satisfying. It's kind of fun finishing fights without using anyone's burst. Makes me think more. Because I can't just rely on Yelan's dice to just damage everything. Boop. Okay, a house. Investigate. Wow, iron chunks. Wow. I seem to remember there, when we were looking for one of the teleports, I feel like I found. Oh, I'm getting lightninged. I feel like I found that house, didn't I? Oh, is it at the Cujo encampment? You can't type weed without your phone auto-correcting to weed? Alright, I'll go over there. Weed! Is it this dude? It's this dude. Cool. Word. Thank you. You cannot afford to delay any longer. Almost everyone has been evacuated now. Is this not the perfect time to sort everything out? Mind your own business. Tatarasuna's safety and the smithing operations are our business. Don't you have some shrine duties to attend to? Or are you trying to tell me that metalwork is under the authority of the Grand Narukami Shrine now? Don't you lecture me. You really think I'd be here talking to you if I didn't have to be? It's because you aren't doing your job. The Tataragami's influence is now being felt even by the sacred Sakura at the Grand Shrine. That's the only reason Lady Miko sent me out here, to exercise it. What? How is that possible? The Grand Narukami Shrine is nowhere near here. You are far too dismissive of the Tataragami's power. Praise be to the mighty Electro Archon, the Tataragami core has proven useful. It can be used as an unlimited energy source. How convenient. You think that's as far as the issue with the Tataragami goes, do you? A problem arises with Tatarasuna's Mikage furnace. And as far as you're concerned, the most pressing issue is a temporary halt in production? Right! The fact we've had to halt production is damaging the war effort. The war is over, dude. This is the most critical issue of all. Forget it. I'm only here to deal with the Thunder Sakura issue anyway. You may not like what I have to say, but I urge you to be more vigilant in how you're handling this. You brought in experts from Fontaine to work on the Mikage furnace, yes? Most of them have already left, but unless I'm mistaken, one engineer has stayed behind for equipment maintenance. What's stopping you from approaching him? You must mean Xavier. He's already approached me, and he and I had a conversation. But the one managing the maintenance of the Mikage furnace, is Sir Hanbei, and he isn't here. Beyond that, I don't have the authority to divulge any further information. That Hanbei? That Hanbei? Never mind, this isn't getting me anywhere. Since you place such great emphasis on authority, let me put this to you in those terms. If the situation deteriorates any further, you can expect to be visited by someone with the authority to take this out of your hands. As much as I appreciate the unsolicited advice, you don't need to worry yourself about this. Once Sir Hanbei gets back, I'll report the situation to him. I'm sure you will, dude. Yeah, the quest's supposed to be started while the war was still going on, and I just waited. Until then, forgive me for abiding by the rules, but I can't tell you anything else. Well then. Those two seem to be arguing about something. Things look quite tense. World's greatest detective Paimon. Paimon thinks they mentioned something about the Mikage furnace. Maybe something has happened to the island. Let's go ask those two over there. Oh, they're standing 20 meters apart. Is something I can help you with? What's all this talk? It's just a small problem. We need a little time to sort it out. You're an adventurer, aren't you? This place isn't suitable for you or your ilk. Get out of here. Yeah. How did it come to this? You're an Outlander, aren't you? You've got some terrible luck to have traveled to Inazuma at this time. That island was called Tatarasuna. It's a smelting pot for jade steel, which is used to forge weaponry. Are you aware of the legends of Inazuman swords? The jade steel manufactured here is the reason the Inazuman swords are as sharp and as durable as they are. So it's weapon material? No need to worry. This can hardly be called confidential military intelligence. After all, the Tenryou Commission feels that having the ability to forge powerful weapons is something they should flaunt. A few years ago, the purpose of expanding production capacity, they hired a team of consultants from Fontaine. They built the Mikage furnace, a machine that can fully harvest the power of the Tataragami. We warned them countless times not to let their guard down when it comes to the Tataragami, but they decided to go ahead with the project anyway. After the Mikage furnace started production, most of the consultant team returned to Fontaine. Only Xavier, who we just mentioned, stayed behind in Inazuma. But during one of the previous battles, something went wrong with the furnace. The part that stored the corrupt Tataragami energy became extremely unstable. Work has halted in Tatarasuna, and everyone was evacuated shortly after. Xavier took emergency action, and he seems to have set up a containment dome around the Mikage furnace. I bonked my head on that dome a lot of times. It's only a temporary solution, though. He's probably still on the island now, trying to figure out a way to solve the problem for good. Meanwhile, the Shogunate is only concerned about restarting production as soon as possible, probably because they need the swords for the war effort, as he said. I hear they're even considering calling the consultants from Fontaine back again, but I don't think they'd be willing to come under the current conditions in Inazuma. And it just has to... So where did they go? If all of this happened while the Sakoku decree was in effect, where did they go? Are those Fontaine people still in Inazuma somewhere? And it just has to be that Hanbei guy who's in charge of this whole thing, doesn't it? Who's Hanbei? A manager, you could say. Always going on about procedures, articles, and applications. His first reaction is never to find the solution to the problem. Instead, it's about what form should be filled out and which powerful individual needs to be informed about the incident beforehand. He's probably in the city right now, preparing to submit whatever forms he can find. Okay, so that's what they are. I really don't know if he's actually aware of the severity of the situation. I just hope that Xavier or our craftsman can find some way to solve the problem. If something were to go wrong with the Tataragami inside of the Mikage furnace, well, if that happens, you should probably leave the island. So that sounds pretty serious. Won't someone think of the... won't someone think of the poor treasures? That's true, but didn't you mention that somebody named Xavier is trying to find a solution? Why don't we go and take a look? It'd put our minds at ease if we can help take care of this, wouldn't it? And also treasure, Paimon. There's treasure to be had. Ugh. The only reason I yawned. Oh, this is the house that that I was thinking of that you guys were talking about. Yeah, I hadn't even started that part of the quest yet. Seems like a good place for a common chest. Well, forgot what I was gonna say. Clearly wasn't important. Xavier. It's hopeless. Are you Xavier? That's right. Xavier's the name, the name's mine. But it is is it fate fair or foul? Is it fate fair or foul that we should meet at this time and place? Pray tell, fine lad. Who are you? I'm just a helpful adventurer. Adventurer, huh? A grand adventurer en route to the stars, the abyss, and beyond. Arrives here on the island of conflict in Tatarigami. No, Samu. What? On the way here, did you happen to see a protective bubble that looks like a protective cover that looks like a bubble? No, I didn't. Oh, okay then. No, that makes sense actually. The containment dome is not usually visible. The containment dome's not usually visible. If you want to view it from a distance, you have to employ a specific observation technique. Surely you can't see it either. Not with my eyes, that's for sure. I view it by availing myself of this work. The Mikage Furnace Emergency Response Procedures. Trial version. Restrictions apply. Results may vary. No purchase necessary. See store for details. I follow the instructions to the letter. Based on the readings given by the instrument, it seems that the dome has been successfully activated. Now, one other thing I should mention is that, technically speaking, its official name is the Mikage Furnace Emergency Containment Dome. Now, for the Mikage Furnace, Miyuki already explained. It's okay. Fantastic! She's a considerate and capable young lady. What a blessing it is to become acquainted with one such as her. I've got a crush on her. But whatever happens, I've now sealed it following the Mikage Furnace Emergency Response Protocols, trial version, so the problem is almost certainly contained, to a certain extent. To a certain extent? Well, it might be 893 pages long, but the trial version has no information on the emergency measures applicable in a wartime scenario. We need to form an editor's group for a trial version, expanded edition, first issue, and have a oh my gosh, this guy's insufferably in how he's speaking right now. And have a detailed discussion on additional emergency scenarios. Additionally, point being, even though I have followed the emergency response measures, they aren't the most complete, and the environment within the containment dome has turned, well, let's just say, less than ideal. The Mikage Furnace has now ceased operation indefinitely, and that soldier is getting incredibly antsy about it. Allegedly, Miyuki recently... Okay, I can't keep that voice up for very long. Recently borrowed some of his people to arrange for the evacuation of the civilians. Now that I really got him riled up. But if things continue like they are, who knows? Tatarasuna might just turn into a glorious firework visible all the way to my dear home, the beautiful town of Petrichor. When you say firework, could it really get that bad? In the worst case scenario, yes it could. We've not yet reached that stage, but if it gets that serious... You'll look to the procedures for further guidance? Precisely. But considering it mostly deals with insurance claims and lawsuits and the like, I was rather hoping it wouldn't come to that. Excuse me. I belched. Recently, though, the instrument is indicating that the containment dome I activated is a little unstable. But I don't know what or where the problem is. Back in my beautiful homeland of Fontaine, we would normally have a vision-wielding expert diagnose the problem. Then we would form a dedicated review panel to discuss and raise proposals, approve a solution, then organize the remedial work. But with Inazuma being the way it is right now, all I can do is try to determine what might be going on through the naked eye observations and my imagination. In short, you're guessing. Best guess, my dear boy, please. That is a woefully inadequate representation of what goes on. A fairer description would be observation and inference drawing on a wealth of professional experience, including analogous previous cases. Okay, so an educated guess. A hypothesis. Precisely. So, my guess is that it could be conceivably, potentially, possibly, probably an issue with a device containing the Tatarigami core that is having a knock-on effect of the containment dome I installed. But even if that's the case, the readings readings given by the instrument seem off. Something must have happened outside of the dome as well. So you're just missing your vision bearer? Yes, that's it. Under the current circumstance, in the area around the Mikage Furnace, only a vision bearer would be, well, safe. Anyone else would probably make it around 3 paces. Except for me, I'm a special case. I'm built different. I'd have croaked about halfway through taking my first step. Oh, that's what he means by I'm built different. I'm built different. Worse. In short, if we only knew what exactly was going on with the Mikage Furnace, I'd likely be able to formulate a repair plan, but we'd still need a review panel to approve it. Wait, did you say it'd only take one person to fulfill the function of a review panel? So we're all set. I'll go investigate for you. But it doesn't look like you have a vision. I have my way. I'm no ordinary individual. Tut tut. I'm built different. Is that so? Alright, well, you swayed me. It's not technically proper procedure, but we shan't achieve anything by just sitting on the issue. And I suspect that if we left that soldier to handle it, his report would still be sitting in his superior's chest of drawers gathering dust as the island was being blown sky high. Let me back up here, then we'll head off. In any event, we'll need to get closer to the Mikage Furnace to get a better idea of the situation. Perhaps you can go and investigate the surrounding area while I'm packing up? These strange readings must have something to do with whatever's happening in the Mikage Furnace. Pack up? Has that been approved by a review panel? Actually, as a representative of the present review panel, I have already granted myself authorization to just pack up and strike camp, so I don't need to worry about that.
Observe the furnaces.
No, don't shit on the issue to blow your ass sky high. I'm gonna blow them. I'm gonna blow his mind sky high. Hey, a beetle. Ooh, one of these.
Get out of here! Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky cabbage. I never go anywhere without it.
Shine down. Gotcha.
Focus on this guy first.
Things are about to get dicey. Teamwork is
Fallen leaves adorn my cabbage. Wow. Level up Kazuo is legit. Alright. Electro butthole. Anything else around here? Oh, didn't we walk past this on our way here? Not technically like on our way here, but like I was this rift wasn't here, was it? I feel like I feel like even I would have noticed that because we went up this before. These rifts must have something to do with the Fatui, huh? Okay, and what do we do about that, Paimon? Oh, just observe it. And there's the furnace. I'm gonna remove, since we're doing the quest, I'm gonna remove the oculi behind barrier thing. Quest driven, gotcha. Gotcha. Have I caught one of you yet? I don't remember. I have. I've caught a snow fox. Okay, that one down there is closer. I like how money just flies into our pockets. It's very easy that way. There was weed in there. Oh, wait. Yeah, here. So I need to get in there. Let me in there. Let me in there. Where's there a grandma? Ow! Oh, come on, Raiden. You're probably fine. It's probably fine. Did I walk past? Oh, no, there's one over there. Also, people kill. Wump, 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 wump. Wump.
There is no escape.
What's one more cabbage? Ow.
Hard to oblivion.
Man, I didn't even burst with anyone prior to that, and she still just annihilated them. Have I not explored this area? Because I don't remember this ship, this cut in half ship. Run, Raiden, run! world is huge. Best we keep our distance. Best we keep our distance. Okay, I might teleport to the other one. Yeah. Teleport to a statue. Kazuha got hit hard there. It's hard with Kazuha and with Yanfei because they're so much glass cannon. Because I don't have any also like they don't scale off of HP. So I'd much rather give her a crit rate and an attack up, and I guess I could give her an HP with this one, but I'd rather the Sans either be ER or crit rate or attack or something like that, because she scales with her attack. Same with him. I'd rather give him EM stuff. Yeah, he even has one HP thing, and even at 70, he's still only 17,000. So they just take hits a lot harder. When they do get hit, it just is a larger percentage of their health bar. Oh, hello.
What's one more?
Gotcha. Here comes the cat.
Oh, didn't see him charging up even.
I'm going in.
Wow, Bennett's burst has a lot of iframes, I just noticed. Like, a lot. That's like as many, like, that's that feels almost as wide of a window of iframes when he does his burst as Xiangling's. Because Xiangling has almost a full, like, half second of iframes while she's throwing the Pyronado out. What a huge rift! So we need to take care of this thing before we can check up on what's in the containment dome. Wait, what? Oh yes, you know, that'd be great. Yeah. I think I saw that. I might not have responded to it. Sorry. What do you want from me, game? Cool weed whacker. Oh, just go higher. Oh. There we go. Weird. Okay. Okay. Back to Xavier. Boom, 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 boom. Phew. Situation looks stable, at least. The situation with the furnace? Yes, indeed. From my observations, the internal buildup of Tataragami energy doesn't seem too high. The reason I initially activated the dome was to stop people from going inside, mostly because of the legal liability it puts on us. Basically, if too much energy accumulates inside, then this dome is completely useless. The main thing here is that everything's looking good right now, so it's happy days. No need to pour over mundane details at this point. So how's the dome looking? It's got 3 rifts and a whole load of Fatui. There were only Fatui at 1 rift, though. Rifts? Wait a minute. Fatui? What are those sly Sneznayans doing all the way out here? Whatever it is, it can't be good. You've got that right. But if the current issues with the Mikage furnace are the Fatui's doing, then that complicates things. It's gracious. Wow, how can this be happening? I'm just a humble engineer. I only wanted to come here to do a little research, do some filming, get a taste of Inazuma's delightful culture, etc. How did I go from that to being caught up in this whole mess? It began as a simple technical issue. And that soldier turned up, and all of it somehow turned into a process issue. Then, somehow during said process, it transforms again into an Inazuman domestic affair that Outlanders are strictly prohibited from interfering in. And now the Fatui are here. If it goes on like this, the nature of this problem is going to change quite radically indeed. It's all the Fatui's fault. Fatui! Ugh, whatever. I'm here now, and I'm the only person capable of resolving the issue with the Mikage furnace. Technically, ignoring it would be a compliant decision, both in terms of process. Okay, both in terms of process and in terms of who has jurisdiction over it. But I can't just leave it unresolved. Excuse me. Perhaps I just need to accept that for a researcher, this is just the way life is. Or as we say in Fontaine, c'est la vie. If the Fatui are really here to try to get their hands on the Tatarigami energy inside the Mikage furnace, the containment dome should be a major stumbling block to their plans. Were those rifts also? Indeed. No doubt in my mind that the Fatui are at least tangentially related to those rifts. I see. So it's those cracks in the containment dome that are causing my instruments to give those anomalous readings. I must say, they're very stealthy. They managed to make it all the way here, damage the dome, and access the inside of the Mikage furnace without anyone finding out. The Fatui are good at acting in the shadows. If that's the case, I'm still... Let me hold that thought. If that's the case, there's a real possibility that they've already made it inside. If they're left to their own devices in there, what if they destroy the furnace? Are the Fatui really so reckless? If it exploded, they would share the same fate as everyone else. I wouldn't put it past them. Dear me, they are truly daring. First things first. We must find a way to scare them off. First things first. Give me a moment to think. I've got it! Since they decided to sneak inside the Mikage furnace quietly, it must mean they wish to avoid direct confrontation with the shogunate. So all we need to do is make some sort of big dramatic gesture to make them think that the shogunate is already onto them. That might just make them much more cautious in their approach, which will make our investigation much easier. Dramatic gesture? Do you know of the Kamui-jima cannon? A cannon? Oh, I've seen those cannons. It's a big gun built using the latest technology, powered by electro. The shogunate had a few of them installed on this island for military purposes, since this is where the front line was. But as the war went on, times changed, and they're currently sitting there unused. Times changed? What exactly? You have to ask our soldier friend. I'm sure he'd only tell you that he's not at liberty to disclose classified military intelligence. If you want my take, I think the Shogun's army underestimated the sophistication of their enemy. They installed the Kamui-jima cannons, hoping to halt Sanganamiya's advance with overwhelming firepower. But although the Kamui-jima cannon does indeed pack quite the punch, it has a limited field of fire and is not very immobile. Most importantly, big artillery guns like these need several people to operate them, and maintenance is a real headache. Trying to defend the Mikage furnace and the cannons at the same time meant that our soldier friend and his comrades were spread too thin. So ultimately, it actually gave Sanganamiya an opportunity. After making it past the cannon's field of fire, they quickly took down the forces guarding the Mikage furnace. Before the Shogun's army, that's really interesting. Before the army could get emergency reinforcements to the Mikage furnace, they'd already withdrawn from there and started attacking from a different direction. Constantly being dragged back and forth kept the Shogunate's army's forces fully occupied, so when the Mikage furnace started having problems, they were forced to halt production. Meanwhile, the cannons installed in the wild became essentially useless against the kind of tactics employed by the Sangonomiya side. Suffice it to say that as far as the fight on the island went, Sangonomiya had the upper hand. So did the Sangonomiya damage the furnace? I don't think so. They should be well aware that the Tataragami sealed inside wouldn't treat Sangonomiya or the shogunate any differently from each other if the Mikage furnace was destroyed. All they want is to continually harass and attack the Mikage furnace to be a nuisance to the shogun's army and slowly wear them down. Man, it's a lot of reading for me. I don't think it's too much reading, but it's a lot of speaking. I wonder who it is that's planning all these precise attacks from Sangonomiya's side. Well, that's enough chit-chat. Whatever the case, the cannon will definitely cause an unimaginable ruckus, which is just what we need. As a result of some miraculous coincidence, I actually know how to operate the cannon. How the fuck do you... It's tech from Fontaine? I won't go any deeper, but we do have other technology besides just maintaining and producing our equipment. Are you going to fire directly at the furnace? As I said before, the containment dome is meant for stopping people from entering. The Fatui have already broken through, that much you've seen with your own eyes. Though it may seem like it's just a few small tears, the truth of the matter is that the dome is actually barely holding up. If they're left unchecked, even if the Mikage furnace is alright, they'll definitely find other ways to cause problems. If we don't destroy the dome, we'd have to go through the 3 tears that the Fatui made to repair the Mikage furnace. We'd be fish in a barrel for those Fatui to shoot. But if we destroyed it altogether, not only would it shock the Fatui and provide us with an advantageous opportunity, it would also allow us to have more routes to choose from. Besides, if we can repair the Mikage furnace in time, everything will return to normal even if we do destroy the containment dome. Have a little faith in me, and in the marvelous technology of my homeland Fontaine. I marked a map. Don't we need to prepare some projectiles? Normally we would, and the cannons are a very special type of projectile. That's why the shogunate is so lax about leaving these huge cannons in the wild. But as I've said before, I happen to know how to operate this sort of cannon. What I also know is how to make use of electro to bypass our projectile-related limitations. But since neither of us has a vision, I would have electro at this point, though. Like, if we are able to get a hold of some stable elemental power, we should go ask the treasure hoarders if we might borrow a few of those curious small bottles in which they seal some. Don't worry, I can control the elements. What? But you're not a bearer of a vision. So I guess we all have our own little sequence. I shan't pry. Then on behalf of our special review board, I shall be entrusting you with this task. I'm confident that we will make a wonderful team. What? Canon map. This map is canon, guys. Okay, boop, boop, and boop. Boop, one here. Here, here, and here. Actually, I can see the installations from the sky. Oh, is this the one that I missed down here? No. It's underneath the grate. Yeah, I still don't know how to get to this one. Anyways, over here. It's up there.
One with nature.
If you ever accidentally skip a dialogue, there's a dialogue log at the top left next to the auto option. Gotcha. I think I did know that, I just forgot. Or like I knew that. As in past tense, as in I forgot. As in I forgot.
Let me try my blade.
Quietly now.
Sure, I'll steal your soul.
The wind knows me.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Fall before me.
Now you shall.
I'm good.
Cut down. This.
Ha! Enough! He didn't even get to finish his trademark saying. Ha! A nut. Another test cabbage. to imagine Klee with cannons. Oh no. When Klee discovers, I guess the bombs. No, the bombs aren't gunpowder bombs. They're from her pyro vision. They're pyro powered. Turtle power.
Into the wind.
I usually take Saturday as an off day. I think I probably will stream tomorrow, but I don't know if it'll be Genshin. This kind of cannon does not have a point-and-shoot aiming facility. You must adjust elevation and orientation in order to fire at a target. Just like the old days. Cool. Word. Oops, wrong way. Boop. Hey, I booped it. Successfully bonked. Okay, another one right near the teleport. Klee actually creates all of her bombs by herself. She actually comes up with gunpowder formula by herself. Really? Sure, time and time can find gives lots of time to think about new gunpowder formulas, but it's still. My model is not conveying my level of shock.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
When can I have my Klee, please?
I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Arson Archon. I'd like to pull a Klee, please. I pulled a Klee. What am I saying? Well, that was not even close. Bye, Kawaii. And Timothy. Thanks for stopping by. Nice. One more. Also by a waypoint. Oh, right here. I wanna every time we do this, I wanna
Motion to
I wanna
boom.
want that to play every time we fire this. Oh, really? You can't hit them. Just barely. Thought I could. Up a little more? Really? Boom. Whoa, that's cool. Oh, I could hit them? Oh, come on. Boom, boom. All right, fine. Keep your secrets.
Shine down.
Busted. The wind knows me.
Everybody stand back!
Not really.
Things are about to get
I don't really need. Oh, oops. I don't need everyone's burst. We do so much damage just with Shogun and Yelan these days. Speaking of Shogun, she almost dead. Okay, back over there. You're back. My, that was loud. My eardrums are still ringing. After hearing the cannons, the Fatui almost certainly suspect that the Shogunate has become aware of their activities. Still, something seems off here. Why hasn't Tataragami energy begun to leak out after the containment dome was destroyed? Could it be that some of the Mikage furnace's systems are still operational and have already purified some of the energy? Or perhaps the Fatui are collecting that energy. Whatever the case may be, please take this opportunity to go and find out.
Watch out! It's the Fatui!
Frozen.
Oh my gosh, I dodged at the complete wrong time.
Into the wind.
Oh my gosh, I just need to get his there we go. That's all I want.
Gotcha.
Pyro shield. Oh. Dead. Bleh. They're dead, chill. Goodness me, they don't beat around the bush, do they? That's how the Fatui roll. The lack of care for the delicacies of law are really... well, further they are from me, the better. Seems like their target is Tataragami energy, which is within the Mikage furnace. Go check up on the status of the storage device inside the Mikage furnace while the Fatui are distracted by all this ruckus we're making. If you encounter any Fatui, why, take them out. I have every confidence in your abilities. Word. Can do. I am going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Bye, D-Wavensbide. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Electrode.
Busted.
Oh, this chick.
Wind strider.
Oh my gosh, and an Animo Boxer and a Mirror Maiden?
Don't be a kill you.
Out of the way!
I didn't even hit her.
There is no escape.
Are you my priority? Oh, shit balls.
Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down. Everybody stand back.
Raiden needs the heal. I need to just stand in here for a bit. There we go.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Now you shall perish.
Oh, wrong character, actually.
Winter. Things are about to get dicey. Wind strider. Time to go.
Ooh, Raiden got smacked. Speaking of getting smacked.
But a momentary distraction.
But a momentary cabbage? Okay, we're going up there. This kind of seems like something we might need to just sprint to the objective real quick, because we're getting Electrode constantly. Oh dang it! Oh, it's a shield. Damn it. Climbing the wrong way or something. Okay, where's my way up? Over there. Okay, there's another grandma over here. Refill that. I'm still gonna kind of run to the objective because, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Time to go.
I'm gonna swap her in because she has the most HP out of anyone by far. So it's less of a big deal when she takes damage. Up. I have no qualm with you currently. I will though. Yeah. Feel that? Oh, this must be the furnace. Saber mentioned the device contains. Will you just leave me alone? Take a picture of the storage device. Oh, not that. The actual camera. I guess I didn't have to save that, did I? Okay, go back and talk to him. Jeez Louise. Let me go heal everyone again real quick. Took a lot of damage there. Boop. Bow, 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 bow. Did you find the device? Yes, and I took a photograph of it. Here, take a look at that. I'm in a bush. Let me take a look. Good, good. It hasn't suffered too much damage. If all the other emergency systems are working normally, most of the energy circuits inside the device should have been cut off already. That I would consider great fortune, even amidst our many miseries. I have a few more preparations to make, and I also need to give the problems we face here at the Mikage furnace some thought. Come find me after a while. We still have a lot of work to do here.
Okay.
Get some water.
That's that fire.
Excuse me. Hello there, my dear gallant boy. I have good news and bad news regarding the Mikage furnace. Which would like to hear first? Just give me the bad news. The bad news is that the Fatui are still poking around inside the furnace. They very much seem to be searching for a way to get to their grubby hands on the Tataragami core. The good news is that the core hasn't suffered much damage, so I can take care of it myself. Obviously, the Fatui will be none too pleased to hear that. But if we let them meddle any further, Tataragami's power will get out of control. This entire island will be blown sky high with us still on it. However, if we focus solely on the Fatui, the Tataragami energy built up inside the containment dome will eventually reach its limits all the same. So we need to deal with both of them at the same time. Well, put simply, academically speaking, in an objective case, we're facing two separate problems here: the Fatui and the Tataragami. But with how the situation is inside the Mikage furnace, whichever problem we choose to tackle first, will likely have to face the other in the process. So ultimately, the matter of fact is, yes. Yes, that's correct. We need to deal with both of them at the same time. Just say that, you dumb bitch. Don't like this guy. He talks too much. But one step at a time. As the Liyue saying goes, don't rush to eat hot tofu or you'll burn your tongue. How come you know the Liyue proverbs? We've been to Liyue before. I consider this little gem of wisdom a souvenir from the trip. I have a lot more of these souvenirs from where that one came from. I must confess to having imbibed all my souvenirs from Mondstadt, though. They were really good. Let's get back on track. Yes, please, Xavier. I have a teeny tiny bit plan to fix this Mikage furnace situation, but I need your help. Well, what do I get out of this? Surely you'll leave me the treasure, correct? How about any undiscovered treasures left on this island and some leftover materials from inside the furnace? I'm sure there must be something of note inside the Mikage furnace, what with that being the largest smelting facility in Nizuma and all. Of course, as someone who does not possess vision, I'm unable to enter the Mikage furnace at present, nor would I really know about what's going on in there. I digress. Now, hold on to these sensor beacons, if you please. I need you to place them in a number of locations for me. Well, what these sensor beacons will do is gather data on the density of distribution to Tataragami energy within the Mikage furnace. Once armed with this data, I should be able to come up with a more detailed plan. Leave me to it. I shall leave it in your hands. Mark locations, I'll be counting on you. Word. Jeez Louise, you talk way too fucking much. From nerdy to country. Yeah, when I started out with this guy with this voice, and then I gave him a more dapper voice. Now that I don't like him, now I'm giving him... Give me a shield, boy! Place. Oh, I placed it. Where else? Am I not tracking that quest, or do I need to look at the map? Why am I not... Why is that quest not being tracked? Yeah, that tracks. Oh no, my grandma wore off. Back to the one that we were at.
Take it easy.
Oh my gosh, one clear the balls up there.
Take it easy.
Where is one? Where is one? Whoa. It's the actual forge. Apprentice's notes. I'm in the forge! Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm also taking a hell of a lot of damage.
Here comes the catch.
Illusion shattered.
No.
I'm going in.
I don't wanna.
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Torn to oblivion.
Oh my gosh. Whose attack is it that does that much damage? I never get to use her attacks. Is it the damage when she, yeah, okay, so it's the damage when she comes, like when she bursts out of it. It does 561%, and base damage, her attack is at 1900. Base damage on the Stargler is 510, which I guess doesn't matter. But geez Louise, I always forget that, like, it's not just her swinging the sword that does damage. Activating the burst does damage. Holy crap scones. Okay, switch back to Yelan. What the fuck? These notes seem to have been, okay, at least it's pausing the electrical. These notes seem to have been plundered during a recent raid on the Fatui. The age of these notes made the words difficult to recognize. Nozomu died that night. I dare say that while Sir Katsuragi may have committed self-malfeasance, it was out of the goodness of his heart. Huh. I need a grandma real quick. She's almost dead. Okay, here's one right here. I kind of thought he said dumbass. What the hell? Oh! That! I didn't mean to take a picture! Face me, coward!
Busted. Let's light it up.
Shine down.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Who needs it? Yelan needs it. Okay, up there. Jeez Louise, that's all the balls up there. I need to swap to this teleport. It's like a way more intense sheer cold, because sheer cold at least builds up for a little bit. Okay, grandma right here. Oh, right, there's a waypoint above it. Did I title this stream Chenyu Vale? Okay, no, I didn't. at least I didn't title it Chenyu Vale, and then someone hops in and is like, the fuck, this isn't Chenyu Vale. Also, that's a world quest. That guy's not an enemy. I fired one of Yelan's arrows at him, only for him to not respawn, and I was like, oh, sorry, guy. There's wheat. Back to Xavier. Again. How am I still... Okay, I was like, how am I still Electrode? Hello. I placed all the beacons. Well done. Now all I have to do is let them collect the data. How did you know where to put them? I was part of the design team for the Mikage furnace. By placing beacons in these locations, we can gather data on almost all the areas inside. You know, if we ever set up purifying devices in these locations, our troubles would be over overnight. If Miss Floy knew half of what has happened here, Mr. Floy knew half of what's happened here, he'd go completely ballistic. Alright, thanks for your help. Please take these as compensation. One other thing. I may probably definitely need you to... I cannot stand you, homie. Need you to help me retrieve the beacons again at some point over the next few days. I don't have vision after all, I know. High concentration. Rough and tough and Tui folks are still there. I just think you're the only person in this whole island capable of dealing with them in this furnace at that time. It's a great DPS check, Jester. It's also a great HP check. Like, when you get hit with the light, when you get hit with the electrical, how many strokes before it bodies you? I need to talk to him again, probably. Oh, I have to wait an IRL day. Oh, okay. Good. Give me some respite from this dude. Okay. Quest is time gated IRL. Gotcha. Okay. I need a break from him for a bit. Anyway, I did intend on Shenyu veiling. I didn't anticipate that lasting so long. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought that, like, I don't know why I thought a big barrier surrounding this giant thing would be a short quest. That's in Shenyu Vale. That's Fontaine. Fontaine. Cool. All of these are okay. So these, it's really realistically, it's only these 7 quests that are unfinished quests. There's a lot that we haven't started, but as far as world quests and stuff like that, I guess there's Chasm Delvers and stuff like that. But realistically, it's just these, and then we can move on to these more major ones, like these is what I meant to say. Good on some quests. Yeah, because one of the purposes with like doing these quest runs was to clean stuff up for preparation to Sumeru, because I've been told that Sumeru has a ton of quests, a lot of story, a lot of stuff going on there, and I'm so excited. I really want to start it, but I don't want our quest log to get overloaded again and get interrupted by stuff. So this will be my check. How close are we? Are we nearing good? What? Are we nearing good enough to start? Because I'm so excited for Sumeru. Every quest has to interfere with Sumeru. Ooh, holy crap. What the hell did my model's eyes just do? Ooh, okay. Well, that changes things then. I'm raising my eyebrows. Come on, model, raise your fucking eyebrow. There we go. Actually starting right now. Yeah, so there are some stuff. There's some stuff in the way though, isn't there? The Dane quest, because the rest of the Chasm quest, like an interlude type thing. It's good to know though that like I could wander in any time though, and I know I said that we were gonna Chenyu it up. However, who said that? That it's honestly a little bit more because Chenyu Vale came out after. When did Chenyu Vale come out? Didn't someone say it came out this year? Mid Fontaine, gotcha. So I think, because I have started this, I think we finish up the quests that we've started. I think we finish up, like, obviously we finish up Tatarasuna, and some more stuff. But I think that the barrier to entry for Sumeru is shorter than I was anticipating, frankly. So I'll leave that one alone for a bit. This one's in Mondstadt. Let's go hit that one. Because I want to dust up. I still want to dust up Mondstadt and Liyue and some other those kind of stuff. And then there's the interlude quests that are also in the way of Sumeru. So it must be this one, right? So it must be Requiem of Echoing Depths is the next one, right? Because this one's complete other quest to continue. Yeah. So this one is standing in the way of these two? Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Can obtain a third key as well. I also am kind of wanting to unlock another hangout instead of another story quest. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 story quests unlocked. 7 story quests unlocked. However, Eula is a Mondstadter, isn't she? However, that's also more shit, like, also stacked up as we're looking at entering a new area. Eula's bees days today. How long is this? It's kind of crazy. I'm talking about. I just talked about dusting, like tidying up quests, and I'm gonna unlock and start another one. We could do this on Squirrelathon, yeah. Less than an hour. Interesting. We're already at almost 2 hours. Eula's one of the shorter ones. Also, I haven't met her either. Oh, geez, sorry. Hit the mic. I'm gonna unlock it. We're not gonna start it though. Oh, jeez, Louise, almost. I'm not gonna start it though. Because we do need to let's do this one let's do this one in Mondstadt. You, Stevens. If only someone could help me out. It's crazy how many quests are still left over in Mondstadt. It's insane how big this game is. Like that's something I talk about as I'm writing the script for my mid game review. That it's insane how much is left, like how much the tutorial area, how much it has to offer. I know this is Dragonspine area, but it's still Mondstadt. If only someone could help me out. Sorry, I didn't mean to be talking to myself like that. About those journals. Oh, you found the rest of them? Amazing. Here, let me take a look. Oh, wow. My goodness. Wait, if this detail is correct, what have you found out? Oh, sorry, I was lost in thought. Thank you. These investigation journals are of rather significant historical value. There is a serious dearth of detail, that's a good word, dearth of detail on this topic of the existing literature, as all the available sources only make passing reference to some mysterious investigation team formed but once by the aristocrats. These journals you found will help fill in some of the major gaps in the historical record. Now, we finally have answers to the questions of why so little information on the investigation appears elsewhere, and why nothing of relevance beyond the initial departure of the team is recorded in the annals. think I understand what happened too. Yes, well, although there are still a fair few minor details to straighten out, the overall picture is becoming very clear. Of course Paimon doesn't get it. Well, all the evidence, or lack thereof, would suggest that not one member of the investigation returned to Mondstadt, but these journals suggest there's a chance that one of them, called Eberhard, may have managed to escape. Since there is no record of his return to Mondstadt, however, the million-more question is, where did he go? Many other details need corroborating too, but without a doubt, this doesn't detract from how valuable these are as historical sources. I am most grateful to you. Please take this for your trouble. Any other books you find while out exploring the mountains, I'd be much obliged if you could bring them to me on your return. Eberhard, where did you go? Alright. That one was dusted. That gave me 50 primos as well. Oh my gosh, I still need that many Star Silver ore. Oh, that's for this is for world. Wait, what is it? Adventure relic commission. The performance of the adventure took the time to affect their ranking within the guild. This is ascending world level, or is this separate? World level. Let's do that. I talked about that I want to ascend the world level. Woohoo! To world level 7 we go. Okay. I always do these. I know it doesn't. I know it's not talking about puzzles, but however, I'm thinking our current team is pretty good. Let me get a heal first, actually, before I just go in at half health. Boop. Go. And boop back. Did it say ascending world level? Am I that blind? Just said adventure rank. It's not explanatory, but I'm an idiot. Like, when I read that, I read that as this was a quest left over from when we ascended to AR4. I think current people are pretty much okay. Lacking cryo. I know cryo is always more effective in the rain, but the only reason I keep saying that is because I was exploring with Kaya so much, like early game, that I heard that so often. Remember that time that I fell in this and I thought that it was like bad water. Bad water! And I thought that I drowned.
Quiet now. The wind knows.
Wow. Those were level 90 bros as well. Let's roll. Our first level 90 Mitaturl as well. Oh, I need to get his burst up, so throw some of that across the board. Okay, everyone's burst is up. Throw that out. I probably don't need everyone's thing right now, though. I'm going to try to conserve a little bit, especially Bennett's. Your mom.
Quietly now.
Okay, one of these guys.
There is no escape.
That.
Here comes the catch.
This is what I was saving for.
Everybody stand back.
Clouds high. The birds. Oh!
Sounded like you said cooked. See what I mean? Like even Raiden can stagger even these dudes.
Gotcha.
Run away! Oh, dang! I do like. I would like to fight a hypostasis after this. I kind of agree with you guys now. Like, that makes a lot more sense. To make the barrier to entry, like, you're increasing... because of the, what ascending the world level, like, what... You're getting better loot. You're getting more loot. You're getting better loot. All that kind of stuff. And to get that, to earn more and better loot, there should be a heavy barrier to entry. So I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that, you guys.
Quietly. Game's up. Fun's over.
I love Kazuo's attack so much. Flying up into the air and it's so much fun. I am getting better also at trying to pay attention to attacks and dodge them in the air, in like using that as another form of dodging instead of just using the
Time to go.
just using that. I also here, let me grab Beto's team real quick. I saw something on TikTok. Okay, it must be someone's talking about how there was something you could do with. Okay, maybe it's wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong application or something.
Busted.
There was a really similar thing you could do in Breath of the Wild, and that's why it caught my eye. I tried desperately to, 1, stay off of TikTok, and 2, to stay off of Genshin social media because there's tons of spoilers. But there was one that came across where you could Dragon Strike. That's what it was. Where a strike and then a jump cancel in the middle, like jump canceling your strike, would give you just enough height where you could plunge attack. There was something really similar you could do in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, actually, where you could... There's a thing you can do in those two games where you can shield surf. And you could shield surf, and when Link jumps in the air in order to shield surf, it gives him enough height to do a plunge attack. And it was really similar. I was like, oh, I got really good at doing the shield surf cancel plunge attack in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That's an interesting thing. I should try that. 2 Animos for movement speed makes Dragon Strike easier. Interesting. Using a surface to do that. Interesting. Huh. Word. Yeah, the weird gameplay, hacks, for lack of a better word, is something that is really interesting for me. What's the next reward? Ooh, it's it's the thing. Yep, it sure is. And then the wings, which once I get these, I'm just gonna equip these wings to every Mondstadt character, except for Amber. Amber still gets the standard wings. Not because I think she's bad. I actually think she's quite good. Just as a starter. There's always that little, you know, caveat. But I like her having the standard wings. I say that, and she was equipped with these. I like her having the standard wings. Because they're kind of her wings. They're the ones that she, like, gave us. They're kind of her wings. Red Bull gives you wings. Speaking of reputation, why not, I know it's kind of dull to watch, but, why not do another,
Transfers of supplies
reputation?
must be recorded.
I can do that off stream. What's this? I don't remember this. Matching the wings with the outfit, that makes a lot more sense. I don't remember even starting this. Someone mentioned, I can't remember who it was, someone mentioned that Wangshu Inn doesn't have any rooms. This inn does not have any rooms that you can rent.
Let me guess where you're from.
Howdy. Did you find the invoices? I guess I found them all. Thank you, truly. It's wonderful. I'm so glad nothing went wrong. If these invoices were lost, I have no idea how angry my boss would have been. You want to ask that? You want to ask what business these invoices are written for, don't you? I'm sorry, I can't really tell you. It's a secret. Well, here's your rumination. Remuneration. Please take it. Wait a moment. Why has this box been open? You met someone out in the wild who took a look at it after picking it up? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. This won't do at all. I'll have to tell boss quickly. Oh, don't worry. I'm not suspicious of you. I mean, I did my homework regarding your well, I did my homework regarding your wink. Anyway, yeah, well, I need to find a way to contact my boss. Please carry on with your business. Okay, what the fuck was that? I don't remember that at all. This is a problem with me accepting quests and abandoning them. Saying, yeah, I'll do that, and walking away for 16 weeks.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Straight on in. Had to load.
Box of invoices? Picked it up when I first arrived here, traveling from Mondstadt to Liyue. So ages ago. Like episode 10 or something. Like right after we finished finished the I'm sorry that you got auto-modded, Yuna. Sorry. For people who can't see, because only mods and the streamer can see it, but Yuna got auto-modded for the use of the HOE word. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna put that in my notes to remind myself right after I get off stream. Oh, if you click on the asterisk, okay. Right after I get off stream, I need to tell Automod to chill out. Tell Automod to chill TF out. Who needs materials? We're at 2 hours. I'd like to end on a boss fight to test ourselves against our new world level.
Benny's adventure team.
Oh, we need more vines for you. Actually, that's one that we did at the end of last stream to gauge if we should change our team. So we should do it now that we have changed. Why have you changed? Get a free heal first. Oh, I should have reattempted the Guwa quest when we were over leveled for the fuck. Cause now that I ascended the world level again, it's gonna be just as punishing as it was. Like, yeah, I have much better built characters now, but we just reascended the world level. Cause I think I attempted the Guwa quest right after ascending the world level to 6. Primo Bishop also, because I know his moves inside and out. Like, I have no excuse for when I get hit by him, I have no excuse, because I've fought him so much for the Jade to ascend Yanfei to 80. And realistically, I mean, because I think the only one I'm thinking of switching out for the Pyro Regisvine is switching out Bennett for Xingqiu.
For justice.
Because Bennett's attack buff means a lot, but I feel like for Hydro on Pyro, Xingqiu's rain swords would do better than having Bennett's attack buff. Oh, you know what? Let me. By the time I down it, yeah, they're almost. You can't see, but Raiden's burst and Yelan's burst are already pretty much all the way there, and Raiden has 196 ER, and Yelan has 172 ER, so we good. We'll be able to go into this with full bursts pretty quickly. Yeah. My movement is pretty... Because the webcam that I use has a wide enough field of view, and that's what movement in VTube Studio is based on, is how wide your model goes. Or how wide your model goes. How wide your field of view on your camera is. So. Hello. I'm back.
Quietly now.
What am I doing?
Illusion shattered. Here comes the catch. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cut.
As one with wind and cloud.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Holy ball sacks! That's the first boss I have one-phased. That is the first boss I have one-phased. Normally I down them and they pop back up and they do their other... Okay, yeah, that was a good idea bringing Xingqiu for this instead of... Damn! Oh, once again, I didn't check my resin before entering. Alright. Let's go fight the Vishap and end there, and I'm gonna use my normal team, even though they're not really... So the team I normally use for the Vishap fight is my disjointed team, replacing Jean with... What's-her-nuts? Where are you?
I will protect you.
Because you're using elemental damage against a Geo Vishap, so it spawns Geo shields anyway. But for the attack, when it says use a shield to counter the attack, if for some reason Beto's parry is on cooldown, or for some reason there's not a Geo shield available, I like having the option to switch to Noelle and have a shield anyway. Excuse me. I can't, yeah, you can also just exit the AoE of it too. But countering that shield, because someone mentioned that during the first time that I posted that video where I was practicing iframes with it, someone said that like, make sure that you're shielding during that attack because countering it does crazy damage, and it does. So I'll use my disjointed team against this one again to see, however, oh, we're not, okay, we'll have to do that later because I don't want to use another. I know it's not advised, but in the interest of gathering to try to level up, when I was leveling up, you guys know where this is going. You're already getting ready to scold me, I'm sure. But when I was leveling up Kazuha and Bennett, I was really lacking on EXP materials, and so I had been using Fragile to get more resin. Don't use no, I won't ever use Primos on it. I think I did that once early game when I didn't understand what Primo Gems were or like how they worked. I think I have used them once. Oh, it's the cryo one. The cryo one I'm not as thrilled about, but oh wait, I just said that I can't do this one because I only have 24. Boop. Let's go back here. Yeah, there's a better use for it after unlocking 5-star artifacts. Yeah, the main reason why, because I know that you use it for artifacts. The main reason why is because I was comfortable enough with everyone's artifacts, but I needed Bennett and Kazuha to come up to 70, and I was really lacking EXP materials for it. So I was like, all right, I care more about leveling them to 70 than I do about leveling their artifacts, because Kazuha's artifacts were already pretty much where they are right now. And I was like, all right, this one's only one, like the max on a 4-star, the max is 16. So all right, 15, 14, and 15 on those 4 stars, and then 17 and 14 on the 5 stars with their max is 20. I'm like, okay, I feel decent about those. I'll use some Fragile to get some EXP materials. So, because I don't have enough resin to fight the Vishap, let me change Noelle out for Jean again. I have a couple questions to end this stream out. Noelle, as far as a shielder goes and a tank, being able to let everyone else tank. The thing I really like about her is that she's the strongest shield that I have, because I don't think Toma's, if they were at the same level, I don't think Toma's is stronger. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I also like that she has that ability where if someone is about to be downed, she doesn't even have to be on field. She will automatically, she'll automatically deploy a shield? Or like she will block damage that would otherwise kill them? Is in the party but not on field. Ability automatically triggers when your active character falls below 30 HP. Creates a shield that lasts for 20 seconds. And it's not dependent on her cooldown either, is it? Because that would be so broken. If like if you just used her shield, it went away, it wasn't off cooldown, but then that can activate even while it still has like a couple seconds of cooldown left. So thank you for the first time chat. Also, thank you for the first time chat, Turtle Ray as well. Thank you both. And I've been playing Genshin only for 3 months, just over 3 months, like 3 months as of a few days ago. Can only occur once every 60 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, Zhongli's gonna get another. So Zhongli is on the list. Zhongli is on both lists. Zhongli is on my list of characters that I want just because I think they're attractive, and he's also on my list of meta characters as well.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
I know, buddy. He's so cool. I wanted him before we'd even met him. When I was just wandering around the archive, and I was just like, oh, he's hot. Oh, she's hot. She's hot. She's hot. He's hot.
Claim my primo gems.
Speaking of which, one of those quests gave us 50 primos, so we probably are able to buy another pull. I know that you don't have to buy them. You can just, like, if you don't have enough, you can just click that and it will how nervous am I making everyone a banner that I'm not intending on pulling on. I'm just hovering over the wish buttons. Ooh. If you don't have enough fates and you have enough primos, it'll ask you. I don't know. I'm not using primos to buy literally anything else, or like I'm not using them for literally anything else. So like I just however many primos however many intertwines I can get, I'll just buy them with those. I didn't go for either of these two. I'm saving up for Nahida banner. Originally it was that I was saving for Hu Tao banner, but when I realized that Hu Tao was like I would love to have Hu Tao on team, but we have Pyro pretty well covered. Between Bennett, Yanfei, and Jiangling, we have Pyro covered pretty decently. And for future builds, we have Chevrus here as well. Like, Pyro's pretty well taken care of. And Dendro, we have only Dendro Traveler as a, like, really competent one. Kale is just a Dendro Amber. I don't really think I can build Kave yet as well. And then Kanich, who's going to be legit, but again, can't build him past 40 right now. And so having Nahida on the team, that's going to be pretty good. I tried using Kanich in a couple low-level domains, and once I'm able to build him, he's gonna be legit. But in the open world, he's getting downed as much as Yanfei, and he doesn't even have the excuse of being a catalyst user. Because before, if you guys remember, I had Yanfei at 50 and Shinobu was at 20. And we were still, like, Shinobu was still doing decent. Like, she was still in the team because her skill is so useful. It's a set it and forget it electro application. But there was a certain point where pulling her onto the field for a quarter of a second, she would take elemental damage from something and would half her health. Kanich ran into the same thing. So, Nahida is the one that we're pulling for. And then, after that, Zhongli, boop. Put Noelle back, or pull Noelle back off. So Noelle can be kind of multi-purpose. You guys were saying, because on the build guide, on the build sheet that I've been referencing, it lists doesn't it list a build for her as a DPS? And I'm like, that's weird, but I guess. With the debate club, I can imagine that working really well with her, actually. Yeah, DPS or driver. So, I think exploration and combat and that kind of stuff, questing is done for today. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I want to take the last part of this stream, the last part of this stream to ask you guys, oh my gosh, hiccups. To ask you guys some questions about builds and stuff. If you shield and burst, each hit heals all. That's right, yeah. And her spinny attack as well. So let me use restroom real quick. I want to pepper you guys with a little bit of questions that I can write down in my notes, for me to me to take some stuff into account. So I'll be right back. Pee time. Well, maybe I should, so I'm not just staring at you guys. All right. So, can you explain to me? Because I understand. I think I understand what. I think I understand DPS. Duh, I understand DPS. It's DPS, damage per second. What is sub DPS and driver? What's the difference between sub DPS and driver? Not sub POS, sub DPS. Sub DPS is usually off field, so like off field. So with the way I've been using her, would you consider Yelan to be on an off field? Okay, like Xingqiu and Zhangli. Okay. Off field DPS. Okay. Characters that don't actively do damage or can swap out, dealing damage swap, or off field DPS. Yelan is a sub DPS. Okay. Drivers are on field characters that don't necessarily do much damage. Yeah, can you think of anyone in my team, can you think of anyone in my,
We may leave at any time.
we may die at any time. Anyone in my list that,
Need me to come up with some for you?
would be considered a driver? Yanfei's a driver? I thought Yanfei was an on-field DPS, was just a DPS. Some use Noelle as a driver due to being able to resist lots of damage. Roster is the word I was looking for. Thank you, Sapphire. Tasty chops. Would you consider Beto a driver, or would she be considered? Would she still be considered sub because of her burst? I just want to better understand what I'm reading when Beto is sub. Okay. I just want to understand better what I'm reading when I'm looking through the build guides and stuff, and because the build guide, if you guys haven't seen, for anyone, I know like this, my chat is pretty much full of veterans, but I've been using this. Boop. And so when I go through and I look at Yanfei's at Yanfei's thing. I'm like, okay, so there's a build for her as a DPS, and there's a build for her as a shield support, etc., etc. Aggravate is a reaction, right? Beto definitely isn't a sub, if you know what I mean. Soy. Definitely not. Roles can change due to constellations and build. Yeah, that's also what I was seeing as well. That as long as you have a character at C whatever, that can change how you're using them. And aggravate is Alejandro is Alejandro, Electro plus Gendro plus Electro again. That's not even in the is that a taught one? No, it's not.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm on.
Who else did I want to ask questions about? Support. Support doesn't. Whenever I think of support, I always just think of a healer. It's the only thing I associate with support. When the Genshin community mentions support, are they talking about just healer, or are they meaning other things as well? Because when I think of when I think of support, it's the only thing I can think of is a healer or a buffer. Okay, and a shielder too. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Healers, shielders, and buffers. So Noelle would be a support. Kazuha would be a support. And battery. And battery, someone explained last stream, battery is someone who fuels energy particles. Any of this that serves a utility-like purpose. Gotcha. Get it? Gotcha. Man, I'm so glad that I have access to all of y'all's sage wisdom for the 4-year veterans. Even just the 1-year veterans. That's 4 times as long as I've been playing this game. Fishhole is a prime example of a battery. Two of the same element, one can be battery. Oh, that makes sense. Because I had Raiden and Beto in the same team once. Because I was like if I could take advantage of Beto's burst and pair it with Raiden's burst, but it didn't seem like it was as advantageous as, and obviously it's not because it's the same element, so you're not getting reactions. It's not as advantageous as doing electro charged with Yelan, or Yelan and Yanfei doing vaporize together. Raiden can be a battery too with her skill. Yeah, because especially with the ER that she has. I gotta remember to, like, this does so much damage. Over 5.5, just over 5.5 times damage as it is. And it's also why, so I'm comfortable with Kazuha, comfortable with Bennett, although I would really like to get him up to 80. But I'm gonna keep, for the time being, Kazuha, Bennett, Xingqiu. I'm gonna stop building them. I'm moving on to Shinobu as my next one, and I'm focusing everything on her right now. After Shinobu will come Xiangling. And after Xiangling, I think will come Mona. Because again, level 1, 4.5 times damage. I need to put more attention into her. even just as like, even if maybe just building her as a nuke team.
Ready.
Because that's something that I'd like to, yeah, Mona Burst can hit insane numbers. For those of you who have Mona, just a curiosity question. For those of you who have Mona in a team, what's the highest number that you've hit with her in your team? Make sure I put Bennett back in here.
I won't hold you back.
Oops. I was accidentally pressed the wrong button. In overall, done over 400k pretty easy. Fuck. That's a lot there, Sonny. Theoretically, hit over 500k, but mainly use her to debuff enemies and some battery. Debuff, so who on my team would be considered doesn't Kazuha debuff? Because debuff just means like reducing resistances of an enemy, right? Like when he swirls, isn't it this? There's someone that I use on a regular basis that when they use something, yes, correct, okay. When they use something, it reduces the elemental resistance of, I think Raiden has something similar actually. No, maybe I'm thinking of it. But like his artifact set. Oh, maybe it's his artifact set. Yeah, that. For the Viridistant Vervener. The Verve. Yeah, that's a debuff, right? To decrease resistance to something. So for example, if I'm fighting an enemy with Pyro, I would want to have a debuffer for Pyro that would decrease their resistance to Pyro. So it's like a shred. Raiden C2 ignores defense. Damn. It's gonna be a while before we get any Raiden constellations, but she is so competent as is. I can't imagine her fully, like, I can't imagine how powerful a C6 Raiden would be in the overworld. Like, geez Louise. Jeez Louise. I cannot believe I one-phased that Pyro Vine. I still, like, because I was expecting, okay, it was like, and that just comes down to what you guys have been talking about forever, team comp. I went into that prior at the easier world level with Kaya and Chongyun, assuming, oh, I want for against Pyro, I want Hydro and Cryo. But really, it was the Hydro to vaporize it and then overloaded with Electro, wasn't it? That did so much damage, because overloaded creates an explosion. Right, I say that as if I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. Overloaded. Yeah, explosion deals AoE pyro damage. Oh, so so it really wasn't overloaded damage that was doing anything to the Vine, because that deals AoE pyro damage. So it was really just Raiden's burst, as it often is, Raiden's burst and Yelan's burst. The combination of the dice and the katana, she looks so confused. I think it's her eyebrows. She often either looks stern or confused. Anyways, I'm very excited for if we pull Zhongli. Wouldn't that be cool if I was able to pull all of the Archons? And then yeah, so another Raiden team that people have been talking about, was it substituting Kazuha for Chevreuse or something? But a team that people talked about involved Shogun, Chevreuse, maybe Bennett as well, and then yeah, it was Shogun, Chevreuse, Bennett, and Sarah. There are Archon collectors, yeah. My meta teams that I'm thinking about in the background. I'm careful to say building because I don't want anyone to get the impression that I'm building too many characters at a time, because I'm not. But my meta teams that I'm thinking about in the background is this one and this one, and I'd like your opinions on those. So this one right here, Yanfei, Mona, Shinobu, Yelan. Max HP for soothing water, and then an a healer plus electro application, hydro application, a damage buffer, and then a main DPS. Was my theory about it. This is also, I think someone mentioned these teams also on the Discord as well, which is the only reason Mona's in here, because I would not have paid attention to Mona if you guys hadn't been talking about her. Who could go in Shinobu's place? Gina or Benny would be better. I'll put Benny in there because then that would make it a 2.
I won't hold you back.
That would make it a 2. The other reason is because I wanted two teams with 4 different characters each, so that I could kind of have not a go-to, but like I could at least have a like an idea of teams for the Abyss, where I could have 8. Okay, I know what 8 characters would work well together, but that at least gives me 2 resonances. For overall, Cookie's nice for not needing burst to heal. Yeah, that's something that I got spoiled with Jean and Barbara. Is that Jean's regular attacks have a chance to heal for even a small bit of healing, and then her burst comes back pretty quickly, because of the sword that she has. And then Barbara's also, I was getting spoiled by her burst heal as well. I do have a Hyperbloom team that I'm looking into in this one, where I have my Hydro, my Electro, and my Dendro, and then Kazuha there to swirl. It's just going to take me some time to learn the order of events, to learn team rotation, which element Kazuha should swirl. But so I'm like, that seems like a team that makes sense to me, to even me. And then this one, who seems a bit more out of place in this one as well? This seems great. Cool. Right on. Because my thought on this one was heals and... oh, this is the national team you guys were talking about. Okay, gotcha. That's probably where I got this team comp from, actually. Because it's healer and buffer, and then 2 off fields and my on field. Cool. Word. Might switch those. Because I almost seem to remember having jungling in slot 2. And for overworld and for normal stuff, for story quests, for Archon quests and stuff, I will cycle between these 2 teams, which are a bit disjointed. However, this one actually is working very well. But this one, very disjointed. But I like this team. I kind of like how far we've gotten with a team that kind of makes no sense. It's kind of a point of pride for me that we've been able to, like, we can count on one hand the amount of major wipes we've got. Like, we've been wiped out in the Abyss a lot, you know. But when it comes to overworld wipes, what is it? It was Ajdaha after the story quest. It was 2 times in the Guhua Temple. It was once in Dragonspine. I'm sure we've been wiped more than that, but like those are the memorable ones. And to get that far and not have that many wipes, we didn't get wiped during Senora. We didn't get wiped during either of the Shogun fights. Captional. Yeah, the Guha Temple one, I still haven't avenged that one. We went in and I did almost perfect up until the 2 Vishaps at the end. And then we were just getting bodied. And it really, what it came down to, it was me not being able to juggle their 2 rolling attacks, their sonic attacks, and the attacks that were coming across the boards sideways. And I think if I had a competent shielder, that would be way more doable. Like if I went into that with Zhongli or even Noelle, maybe, or the Raiden team, you know, because I could just dump food into me and just have a lot of like, because Raiden team, I feel like we take a lot of damage with them, but they're so powerful, as evidenced by the Vine. I know we swapped Bennett for Xingqiu, but Glass Cannon there's a reason that is a build theory. A build theory. All right. I think that does it for today. Thank you all so much for I was really expecting, like, when I announced, okay, I'm not going to play the game right now. I'm asking for advice on stuff. I am really surprised and touched how many of you stuck around. There's still 30 people watching. That's very sweet and touching. So, Squirthon is coming, and it's coming fast. Less than a week away, this coming Wednesday. So, got a lot of stuff planned for that. I am working on new panels, new these screens, the starting soon, the be right back, the thanks. I'm working on new ones of those. I'm working on a bunch of stuff in terms of art. I'm working on my first Genshin fan art. And of course it's a Beto. Do you even need to ask? I'm working on a Beto fan art. I'm working on a Raiden fan art. Working on some other stuff as well. And I hesitate even bringing this up, but I am going to. I have a merch store now. I don't know how much I'm going to advertise it, but there is, and as I said, so stream's not over yet. Let me just show you guys real quick what I'm working on. So, store dashboard. I really genuinely wish that I could make this stuff cheaper. This is the cheapest. This is the least expensive clothing that I could, the least expensive merch that I could do, while still making and when I say it, I wish I could make it cheaper. My profit margin is like $1. It's like $1.50 on it. This isn't a money-making proposition. If we make some money of it, even better. But it's more about me wanting to have something available for people who've been asking for it. But as I said, I never wanted Connery merch to be Connery merch. I don't want it to be the stereotypical, it's a white t-shirt with an acorn logo on it and it costs $35. That's lame. And so, what I'm doing is this. Actual art, an actual shirt that you would want to buy. It just happens to be from me. So this is one of them. Another one is this one right here, which is an old photograph from my dad, his motorcycle. This one's Loner. So these are all stuff that I've been working on in the background, designing these shirts and stuff. This is an old drawing that I did way back in high school. I drew this this torn umbrella, and I really wish I could make these shirts $10. I really do. The problem with that is a lot of the places that you can sell merch for that cheap, look into their manufacturing processes, and it's not good. It's like, it's not sustainable. It's not ethical. All that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I will announce it to, I will put it out. So tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the typical, the Connery channel merch thing, like shirt on here. But again, it's not going to be a $22 t-shirt with an acorn on it. That's lame. It's going to be a real shirt that you would see in a store and be like, oh, that's a neat design. So yeah, some of the merch companies are very unethical. Crowdmade was the best balance of, no company's perfect, but they're the best balance of being like not totally soulless like Teespring, but also not being obnoxiously priced either. So yeah, but so yeah, that's that. Tonight I'm going to be working on an actual Connery thing on here and some other things. There's going to be some pins as well, not just shirts and hats and stuff. There's going to be some more stuff on here. I hesitate to even like bring this up because it just feels so weird to bring money into this whole thing. But someone asked for it a long time ago, and it just took me this long to do it. So I appreciate all your support for anything and everything. The follows, the subs on YouTube, things that cost nothing that mean a lot. It's been very touching. It's been very it's been a ride. It's been a trip and a half. And I think tomorrow I'm gonna stream, and it's not gonna be Genshin. I think I'm gonna do Gran Turismo, and it's gonna be just like four warnings. I'm not gonna Genshin stream tomorrow, but I will stream, and it's gonna be kind of just, I'm gonna just cruise around a racetrack, just like chatting with you guys and just BSing about Genshin builds and stuff and what we've accomplished and things like that. So really appreciate you. Way too like there's too much for me to give proper thanks. So again, for the billionth time, thank you all so much. As always, Discord in the description and in the panels. And thank you so much. I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye.